Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to change your appearance using the law of attraction. Okay, so let's start with a little example. Let's say you have two people who have like the exact same DNA. Let's say they were like twins, but let's say they were like separated at birth and they grew up in different families. And one of the twins grew up in a family who always told her that she was like really fit and really healthy and that she loves to eat like nutritious food and foods that fuel her body and all of these things. And she's basically told that she's just a really healthy person her whole life. And then the other twin grew up in a family that like wasn't so healthy, and let's say that she was always told that she was like unhealthy and unfit and that she just really loves junk food and all of these things. How do you think their lives would be different, and how do you think their bodies and their physical appearance would be different? And there are siblings and twins out there who share most of their DNA or all of their DNA if they're identical twins, but they actually look quite different. And the difference really lies in the lifestyle that they live. Now, when it comes to changing your appearance, the most important thing that you have to get right is your mind, because it's really mind over matter. You know, the diet industry is like $1 billion industry, and there's all these products that people try to sell you that promises to just change your life, change your appearance. But ultimately, if any of these products work, then how would the diet industry continue to be like $1 billion industry? None of them work, clearly, because there are so many, and if one of them really worked, we would all have used it and we would all get that one product, and none of the other products would sell, basically, and there wouldn't be like new products coming out every single day. And the truth is, it's because none of them work. Because when it comes to being healthy, it's really about your lifestyle, and ultimately that boils down to how you view yourself and what you think about who you are as a person. I'm just using a lot of like diet, I guess, examples because I feel like there are just a lot and it's just like the easiest examples I can think of right now. But let's say you're on a diet, right? And you tell yourself, oh, I can't eat chocolate, I can't eat cake, I can't have that. Well, when someone tells you that you can't do something, what ends up happening is it just makes you want to do it a lot more. Even if it's yourself telling you that you can't do something, that just kind of makes you feel deprived, and it makes you really, really want that thing, and then just kind of obsess over it until you do it. And that's why diets don't work, because it's about willpower, and no one can just like stay away from chocolate for the rest of their life. And that's basically why none of the diets work, and basically why the diet industry continues to thrive, because they're really trying to sell you like a quick fix, but that's not gonna work long term. And so all of these different diets, you know, there are so many out there, like keto, vegan, like there are a lot of different diets out there, and they work if you stick to them for like a short period of time. But then as soon as you stop and you go back to the lifestyle that you were living before, then the weight just comes right back. So when it comes to changing your appearance, you really need to change how you view yourself. So let's say you wanted to lose weight. You really need to stop thinking that you're like unfit or that you're unhealthy. You really need to start thinking that you are healthy and that you are a fit person and you like nutritious food. And that might just sound so weird, and you might be like, well, that's just really hard because that's not really who I am. But that right there is actually what's stopping you, that deep down belief that that's not who you are. Because if you think about it, you're not the same person that you were like a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. You change over time slightly, so it is very, very much possible for you to become a healthy person who likes nutritious food. It just takes small steps gradually over time. But if you don't like embody that lifestyle, then it's just gonna basically be impossible for you to have the body that you want, because ultimately deep down you're gonna believe that that's not who you are. And no matter how many like diets you go on, even if you lose the weight, you usually end up gaining it back, because if you don't change your core belief about who you are, then you're just always gonna revert back to that lifestyle that got you there in the first place, if that makes sense. So if you want to lose weight, let's say, then you need to really truly believe and embody that mentality of a healthy person, right? So think to yourself, I'm a healthy person. I don't like unhealthy food. I like whole nutritious foods. And if you just keep thinking that and saying it to yourself, then eventually you're gonna believe it. And then you're gonna embody that lifestyle that's gonna give you the body that you want. And that's basically how you can change your appearance using the law of attraction. And it can be extremely difficult because I think if you growing up, you like were always told that you're unhealthy or that you're fat or whatever. To hear things like that as a child when you're very impressionable, it can really stick with you, and it can be so hard to change that mindset. But it is definitely possible, and I recommend starting small as in like every day when you wake up and you look in the mirror. Tell yourself positive things about your body. So let's say your goal is to lose weight. When you look in the mirror, just say, I'm a healthy, fit person. I like nutritious food that fuels my body. And make it really easy for yourself, right? So if your goal is to be healthier, have like fruits and vegetables readily available where you can see them, so that it just reinforces that belief that you are a healthy person. Don't tell yourself that you can't have something. Like, don't tell yourself that you can't have junk food or that you can't have like sugar or whatever. Instead, tell yourself, I don't like those things, right? Because that's actually a lot more powerful, and you're way more likely to actually stick to that if you tell yourself, I don't like that, I don't eat that, versus telling yourself, oh, I can't have that, I'm not allowed to. Because again, then you're kind of making it, you're like putting it on a pedestal, and you're like gonna create this like longing for it almost until you eventually eat it. But if you're like, that's not who I am, I just don't like that, and you just keep telling yourself that over and over again, then eventually you start to believe it. And it's also gonna make it so much easier for you to not do the thing that you don't want to do, because telling yourself that that's not who you are and you don't like that just makes it so much easier than telling yourself you can't have it, because then you just instinctively want it when you tell yourself you can't. Okay, I feel like this topic is like, there's so much to say about this topic, and it's like hard for me to like go over all of it. Like, I feel like today I mostly addressed like weight loss. But yeah, there's just so much to say, and I feel like I don't want to make this video like longer than it already is. So I'm gonna stop this video right here, but I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if you want to hear more about this, or if you want to know something similar about this but like different, like not weight loss. But yeah, let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.